Is there any discussion to be had around full-day kindergarten and the cost of that, or is that just kind of a given? I mean, it's a requirement, right? So we're going to...
So I'm going to let David do this one, yeah.
I mean, is there a discussion to be had, or is it just a done deal?
I think there's always a discussion to be had. I mean, in terms of the cost, you saw that in this district we pay for full-day kindergarten in two ways. So in Title I schools, we use Title I funds to pay for it, for the additional half day that the state does not fund. And that is $4.6 million this year in Title I schools. And then in non-Title I schools, we charge tuition, and so parents pay in order to provide that. In the past, I believe it's been, we've identified full-day kindergarten as one of the highest priority strategies that we feel that we have. I think it's fair to say that we would love to be able to fund full-day kindergarten in the general fund for two reasons. One, because we think it's really important. And two, by doing that, we would free up significant resources in the Title I budget to be able to use that for other things. Given that that's $8-9 million, I really don't think there's any conceivable way we can do that in the general fund this year. I mean, we could, but the consequences would be too dire to contemplate.
But to your question, Pam, if we decided to skip full-day kindergarten.
I think our hope, frankly, is if we're able, if the things that we're hoping are going to happen with the local option coming out from underneath compression, and a year from now we're looking at a different financial picture, then at that point, funding full-day kindergarten in the general fund would seem to be a pretty high priority choice for us, and lots of good things happen. So I think we're perhaps hanging on for one more year with the current funding model, and then we've got some better options available to us.
I think that it's worth a discussion in regards to the whole kindergarten, but also, moving back a little bit more, and I know that's been problematic before in our discussions, but in terms of the pre-K, particularly, if we're looking at, closing the achievement gap and that investment that needs to be on it. And I know that Director Noel's question is whether we're the ones that have to do it, but also I think the discussion in regards to what are the partnerships that we can develop to be able to move that forward if we want to sort of like leverage some of the money if we invest it that way to be able to then pull back and also I think challenge the state in that earlier childhood investment.
So am I hearing interest, or maybe I need to hear from other folks about a discussion about kindergarten and pre-kindergarten as an investment of the district? Is that of interest for a budget discussion?
I think I agree with David's analysis, though. I mean, I don't think any of us would disagree about it being a priority. It's just the bind that we're in terms of what the different options are.
There's a
And I think
way to reconfigure how we pay for it.
Yeah, and the district staffing team is going to be coming back and presenting to you as one of the topics, in addition to the 6 that we're offering you here. And the pre-K and full-day kindergarten will be part of that presentation.